This is my wife, Judith.
Ha ha, very funny.
Okay. This is my wife, Judith. Okay. This is Judith, my wife.
We are a package, so we are going together to Israel to begin a grand new adventure, our life as Israeli citizens.
And we're sitting here in our little spare room, surrounded by Luisa's stuff.
She's coming home to visit us for Pesach, probably for the last time here in Madison. And her job is to go through all of this stuff and wean it down to one box.
So there are 10 here. Books, tchotchkes, clothing, and it actually represents how we're changing our lives. We have 3 bedrooms and a living room attached to a kitchen. And where we're going?
We have a kitchen, dining room, living room, about half the size of the one we have here, 1 bedroom, and what's called half a room.
And we feel lucky to be able to afford a tiny apartment in downtown Tel Aviv. We're privileged to be healthy and going to Israel, not to retire, to work. What?
Maybe. We just don't know what the grand new adventure is going to bring us.
Do you think that I'm just gonna put on white shoes and go find a sand dune to hit golf balls off of? Anyway, we want to talk about privilege. The privilege that we have to be able to make Aliyah, to immigrate to Israel. Well, how long did it take us to go through the process to get approved so we can, with papers, go to Israel?
It took us much longer to talk about it than the process itself took, maybe 3 months.
We've met people from the Philippines, from Thailand, who support a lot of the elderly people in Israel. We've met people from Eritrea and Sudan who have come in large numbers trying to escape all kinds of danger in their countries. They've been in Israel we met some who'd been there for 3, 4, 5 years, and they are, what are they?
They are asylum seekers with little hope of achieving asylum.
Yeah. And we feel a little, not Jewish guilt, but we do acknowledge the privilege.
I think there's a step back that I want to take as we talk about privilege, and to talk about what I felt really for the first time in my 60s. And despite being quite aware, I felt as a Jewish American or an American Jew, and that is, I felt a kind of ease in Israel, where I was no longer the minority. All those 60 years while I was living here in the United States, that always there was some way in which I didn't really fit in, despite the massive amounts of privilege that I've had here growing up.
We've always been the other.
But we've always been the other, and that was one of the things that pushed me to say, you know what, let's try now living in Israel where we're the majority. Is that there's this huge irony in feeling like we are going to live in a place that really is ours, where we belong, and at the same time feeling this uncomfortable tension about knowing that we can be there because of this privilege that has been bestowed upon us for nothing that we ourselves have done.
Yeah.
How we were born.
If you make comments, and I hope you will, because comments are what are going to keep this series going. Comments and subscription and liking. Anyway, if you make any comments, don't ask me to speak on behalf of the government. To pit Trump against Netanyahu, vice versa. Not going there.
But I would also say don't ask us to speak in the name of all Jews. We're really making our own personal choice here.
Yeah. We are not pushing for influence of a foreign power.